What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. So Texas's offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times. Because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Panthers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jess.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Quinn. Rushes on him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Pitt will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Return is tackled down at the 30. And your Pittsburgh Panthers will take over. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pulls it in. It's Clark. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Quinn. Right on the money. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, this guy's not easy to break down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. The run to the left. Running into the open space. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get into rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to throw, it's Quinn. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Never a doubt. That slices the lead to 2.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Green. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. From the gun, running back on the move. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, it's Quinn. Got the back over the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
To the air on first down. He's going to take off. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's caught. It's Hill. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Dropping back, it's Quinn. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. To the ground with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The screen, he can go. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Oh, the spin move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Red pass hits complete. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. And the
touchdown Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. The
extra point is blocked. Picks it up, that's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll try to get outside. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The old school toss play, huh? They just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
He's got an open man. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Pitt. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house.
Number 11, set to kick it away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick completion on the out. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this.
He's loose. He's inside the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Grab near the marker. It's Clark. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 28 over Ole Miss. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Back to pass, it's Quinn. Unloads it left. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love running my tight ends across the formation, just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds a little space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clark. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.